Apologies there. Yeah, a bit of a technical difficulty, but we're all good to go again. The stream just cut out, and I had to restart it. I'm gonna get an invite any second now, so yeah, it'll come back. Yeah, apologies for that. Don't often get a technical issue like that. It's the first one, so yeah, these things happen. I can confirm, by the way, at the end of qualifying, we will be restarting the lobby just because Mr. Golden Flame did have a very, very unfortunate incident where he got DNF through no fault of his own as well, and yeah. There we go, back in the stream. So we've seen Scarenzi, who we were following at the time, is back on another outlap, putting a 141.6, and Husky with a 141.6. Connor here, I don't want to say struggling, but yeah, he's probably not where he wants to be. I know he's got ZX there going with a 141.9, a tenth in front of his teammate and rival, Leg Schrader. We'll stick with Scarenzi while I just get my bearings. As I say, apologies for the technical difficulty there. The momentary power outage, and literally, like, it went off and came back on. But we're good to go now again. These, as I say, these things do happen. We are live, and I can prove we're live. Look, shit. There you go. I swore, and it didn't bleep it. So yeah, not much has happened. As I mentioned, Scarenzi is in provisional pole for Husky. Connor's out on a fast lap, so let's get on board with Connor. He's in sector 3 as it stands. A 141.665, which is still only third place. Very, very close between the top three. You look just literally 0.04 of a second between the three of them. I do wonder whether I mean, he's got time to get in and out again, but I wonder if he can sneak provisional pole here. I know he's 6/10 up at the minute. He's gonna really be on it here. That's a great sector 1. Oh no, it's 6 seconds down. That was the telemetry lying to me there. Leg Schrader's on an outlap. Latifi's still not put a lap in. He's got his racing chair getting set up, so he's trying to leave it as long as he can, so he doesn't have to use his he doesn't have to use his standard chair. Apparently an Alpine brake checked Mike. I don't know that. We've only got one Alpine, haven't we? Yeah. So he's saying. So Mike's saying Seth Martin brake checked him there. I think maybe that was a bit of miscommunication. I think they just got the wires crossed. We'll see. Last to 7, here we come. Yeah, so close at the top. As you can see, there's not really a lot in it. especially for such a long lap, you know, where at Belgium you'd expect, you know, the gaps between people to be quite large, but if you look from first all the way down to 10th, just 3/10 in it. Yeah, I know. He's really gone for it, and credit to him. He's got it on the second row. I think everyone's got time to get another lap in, as we see Leg Schrader now. Can he get in front of ZX? Which one of the Aston Martins is going to be Lance Stroll for the rest of the season? So, 100th up, or 12,000th up. Yellow flag on the Camel Straight there. Red Bull is always cooking. Well, yeah, unfortunately. We'll say there, Mr. Golden Flame, that Mike, your teammate, has put that up into fit. Oh, and look at that. That's a huge mistake from Leg Schrader. He, I don't know if he's got enough fuel to get round again. He's got the time, but ooh, yeah, that's not good. That he's invalidated his lap. So let's see where these are on the out lap. So Connor's, yeah, he's there. So a little bit further in front is Husky. Scurenzi's at the back, so no, I'm not a fan of the Red Bulls. It's a real life thing. Don't worry about it. So who's going to win the first round? Yeah, he's going to have enough time. I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel. I normally, if he does it like me, you know, for my last run, I'll drop as much fuel as possible and just go all out. So he might not have the fuel to get round. That might be the problem. So Husky's the first of the front runners starting a lap. It looks like Latifi's not going to get a lap in, so he's going to be starting at 14th. Oh, that's good then. So yeah, he should be able to. He won't have full ERS, but he should have enough. I'm a big McLaren fan. I have been since, you know, I first started watching Formula 1. And that's a purple Sector 1 for Husky, by the way. As, oh, ZX is, Husky with a huge snap as ZX has gone into provisional pole. Scurenzi's leaving it as late as he can. Yeah, it's all about the McLaren. Next year's livery, by the way, on the McLaren looks absolutely, I mean, it looks so sexy. I think there's not another word to describe it. So I know it's finished. Latifi hasn't managed to get the timing, unfortunately. Well, yeah. I think Husky's lap's over, so we'll go to Scurenzi, who's going to be the last one round, I believe. Yeah. So what I've been hearing, or what I've been reading from McLaren, is that already with, you know, a couple of months to go, even before the season starts, they're already faster than the Red Bull was the last season. So they've made huge strides over the off season. Let's hope they can carry on. Connor's retired from the session. Looks like he's not going to improve. I think he's going to be on Scurenzi here. ZX has put his lap in. Is he going to do it? Let's see. He's almost at the end of Sector 2. What sort of time's he going to put in here? He's a 10th up, so as it stands, it's going to be good enough. As we can see, Nova up into 5th in the AlphaTauri with a 1:41.7, a great time. Here we go into the bus stop. Mike's gone P1 here. Provisional pole, but for how long? Connor P5 now. It's a 141.3. He's absolutely decimated the times there. Scarenzi, three tenths quicker than anybody else. What a final lap. But literally the last lap of the qualifying session to put it on pole position. That's a huge lap that he's put in there in the Williams. Phenomenal lap. Hooked it all up perfectly. It's very strange to see Connor on the third row of the grid, but that's where he's going to be. As you can see there, Scarenzi taking P1. Mike's in P2. I don't know whether he's going to get that 5 places taken off or not. Yeah, Connor fumbled the bag, unfortunately. ZX and Husky making row 2. Connor next to Nova on row 3. I know in 7th position. He had a good qualifying. Leg Schrader down in 8th. He's we might be calling him Lance Schrader after this race if that carries on. Heller with a great lap there in 9th, by the way. That's he's done well there. Mick on debut in this tier with a top 10, which is always good to see. Yeah, I agree. This race is such a close one. This is going to be hard to call. As I mentioned before, qualifying, I fancied Connor to win the race, and I can't rule him out. However, yeah, who knows? We are restarting the lobby, by the way. That's why I've backed out, as I mentioned, because of Mr. Golden Flame's unfortunate incident in qualifying, which was not his fault at all, and he'd have to use a preset, which would be very harsh. Yeah, if you're in here, Leg, just back out or retire or whatever. Yeah, preset 5 or something. Yeah, that's not going to work. You said you weren't overly happy with 10th. I don't think that's a particularly bad qualifying. You saw that everybody was really close there. It was just Scarenzi at the end who pulled out 3 tenths. But I think there's a lot that could happen. As I mentioned, turn 1 here, because it's such a short run up and everyone's really bunched up. No one's got time to really pull a gap on anyone else. It makes turn 1, and it's a hairpin as well, with the wall on the inside. We could see a bit of carnage. This is also the first race in about 4 weeks that I haven't felt like death whilst commentating. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm a little bit more animated this week. You say let's go Scarenzi. I think he's got every chance of winning this race. If that qualifying session is anything to go by, he put in an awesome lap there at the end, and yeah, great stuff. We're not at Bahrain, by the way. That's going to get changed. Well, at least I hope it is. But yeah, Heller's got to do the grid and everything. Let's see. So apparently it was going to be dry until the very last weather slot, which had rain. So we'll probably probably going to keep it dry. I'm just trying to find out if Mike's going to get his penalty removed for qualifying. He did have that 5th-place grid penalty, but it was an accidental collision. So we'll have to see when they line up. I would hope that he does. Yeah. No, nothing said yet. That was some great qualifying times. As I mentioned, Connor's going to be on possibly row 3 of the grid here. It'd be interesting to see how he can work his way through the pack. The fact that the fact that we had to reset the lobby will make strategy interesting, because there's going to be extra sets of soft tyres available. We'll see if anyone does a medium soft. Belgium's quite harsh on the tyres, just it's a long track, but there's less laps. As you can see here on the screen, Bahrain is 29 laps. I think Belgium's only 22. It's 7 laps difference, just because it's such a long circuit. Quite a few technical issues tonight, unfortunately, from myself, with my power cutting out just momentarily. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And unfortunately, with Mr. Golden Flame in the lobby, who's going to start 14th, I think. Yeah, that's true, Mick. Your race pace is better than your 1 lap pace. You're more of a consistent racer over a number of laps. I think starting 10th is not, as I say, it's not the end of the world. You've got, you're in the middle of the pack there. As long as you can avoid the potential incidents on lap 1. Hi there, Sam. Yeah, as long as you can avoid anything on lap 1, you should be okay. And then because you're in the middle of the pack, I think you've got more flexibility with your strategy. You don't have to worry about like the top 2 or 3 guys and what they're doing. You can just do your own thing that works for you. Did I miss you? Or you've only been gone a day? I'm not here to comment on any situations. I made a comment earlier about it, and that's all I've got to say on the subject, and I will be moving on. For those that weren't there for it, just because I've obviously had to restart the stream, all I can say is just never go full Yuri Vips in the chat, because you'll end up not in the league. Yeah, so everyone's just getting back in. I'm not sure whether Latifi's going to come in here for the race. I mean, he didn't put a qualifying lap in. We've currently got 40. I think there's 2 more, maybe. So we're going to go straight into the race as well. There'll be no formation lap, by the way, because of the because potentially it can mess up the race. It can glitch people out because of crossplay. So no formation lap. go. We're going into the race now. Everyone will be redoing the setups. As I mentioned, everybody's got a full set of fresh softs, mediums and hards now. So race strategy will be rather interesting. Of course, I'll get the tyres up as soon as I can. Let's get through the initial carnage first, and then we'll see what everybody's looking to do. I do imagine we'll see at least one safety car. There we go. See, everyone's lined up on the grid. I cannot see P2, so we don't know whether Mike has been served his 5-place grid penalty yet. I'm going to have to be really, really quick on the camera here from the start, just because turn 1 has got no real lead up to it at all. Not one of the fire marshals with the camera there at the bottom left. He's doing double duty. Here we go. So, 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway for the Belgian Grand Prix from Spa. Good start from Scarenzi. Mike has he has got P2. He's ran a bit wide there. Let's a bit further down. So Heller's got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision there. Didn't see anything too bad. I know he's down into 15th. He's already 7 seconds behind. Let's go up to Mike in P3. Let's get the lap data on. Look at the tyres. So yeah, a lot of people on the softs and mediums. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a soft medium or a medium soft strategy for most. Mr. Golden Flame has retired from the session. There's a DNF there, and we've got a VSC already. Teddy has got a 5 seconds there for a severe collision. There you see the strategies: soft, medium, medium, hard. I'll probably be medium soft. We'll have to see what sort of safety cars and stuff we get. So yeah, very, very incident-packed start as I expected at Belgium. Connor still in 5th position, held his position as it stands. This VSC's going to help. I know we'll go back to him and just have a look, see what his front wing's looking like. So left hand side looks good. It looks good, to be fair. It looks okay. If he's avoided damage, you might be able to get back on the end of at the back of this pack. He is the only driver on hard tyres at the minute, though. I don't know how that's going to affect him. Of course, he's going to go longer on the stint, but as we know from watching many races together, that the undercut is very strong on this game, regardless of the track. So here we go. We're back under racing conditions, and let's watch them all go around this corner. See, can everybody get round clean this time? I think they can. It's ZX pushing Mike at the minute, with Husky just behind. Connor's dropped to 7/10 back. Not a great restart from Connor, normally renowned for his quick restarts. Mike's defending as much as he can there, and defended well. Husky's going to look to jump in on ZX, and he has. He's took advantage there. ZX busy trying to get past Mike. He's lost position there. Connor's now just 2/10 behind, and we've got the Donster has retired from the session. That's a full safety car already. So we've had a VSC and now a full safety car. That's yeah, this has been a bit of a mad start. We've got from Connor in the chat, fucking hell, stop crashing. Apologies if there are any kids watching, but yeah, that's... And my cat's here. Tails. As you could probably hear there, my cat, it likes to watch the Formula 1 with me. My co-commentator. Yeah, so 2 out, but hopefully the safety car doesn't mean we're just having consistent safety cars. So Mike's gone through. Scarenzi's gone into the pits here rather early. I wonder what's gone on there. I don't imagine he's got damage. Let's see what he's putting on here. Mick's in the pits too. Oh, Scarenzi's putting the hard tyres on. He's going for the long stint here. It's quite a weird one, and we'll see what Mick's put on while the safety car is out. He's gone for the medium compound. I can't see the hards lasting 19 laps, even with the safety car. And they're going to fall off at the end really badly. I'm not sure whether Scarenzi's made a little tactical error there. It is only lap 3 now. I guess we'll find out as the race goes on. Okay, let's have another look at the tyres. So the Donster DNF'd. It looked like, obviously, we weren't fully looking. It looked like it was in sector 1, and yeah, it's brought out a full safety car. As you can see, Scarenzi's pitted, and maybe he's thinking that the soft runners, you know, are gonna, those softs are gonna, they are gonna drop off earlier, and they're gonna have to go on to either medium or hard tyres anyway, and then he's gonna finish up on the softs. So it could be a good strategy, and of course he does have, because of the safety car, he's not, yeah, he's lost 8 positions, but he's right at the back of everyone, so I guess we'll see. So we've got Mike in P1 now. Let's see, we'll probably get another lap out of the safety car, I would imagine. The Donster's left the session. It's very unfortunate for Donster, regular point scorer in that Mercedes. Same with Mr. Golden Flame, who's currently 6th in the championship standings. That's he's had such an awful run of luck this weekend. Yeah, we are getting another lap of safety car, which, as you can see, these are almost 3-minute laps under the safety car. These are very long laps. So maybe, as I think Teddy coming in the pits, or Mick's coming in the pits, or Teddy might be in the pits as well. No, Mick's pitted in again. He's gone for the hard tyres. It's a strange one, to be honest. Just based on the fact that he'd already pitted. He changed his mind on his strategy. I mean, he's not really lost. He's not really lost position. He's going to get back to the back of the pack again. So if there is a time to change your mind on strategy, it is now, where you can get to the back of the pack and then take it from there. So yeah, very interesting start. We'll have a quick word about the Aston Martins. As it stands, ZX will be Alonso, and Leg Schrader will be Lance Schrader from now on. As their rivalry heats up here at Belgium, here at Spa. We're going to have to poo on. I still giggle like I'm 14 years old every time I hear that. I would assume that the safety car's going to come in at the end of this lap. Everyone's bunched up. And let's hope we get a clean restart and not another safety car immediately. Connor went a bit too close there. Let's see. Make sure he didn't get any damage. No incident there. There's nothing coming up on the screen, so I think we're okay for now. Yeah, his wing looks all right, intact. Safety car in this lap. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen the track as in with my own eyes. I kind of like Barcelona, so it's a shame. And I'm not the biggest fan of street circuits. I think we're seeing less and less actual, purpose-built race circuits. And I think it's a shame. I think we need to see more of them, not less. But we'll have to see when the track is actually built, so to speak, and we'll see what happens. So there we go, into the bus stop. You've got to go early, obviously. There's no point trying to hold people back, although I did last season. Yeah. I mean, I guess that. Yeah, you're right. There is kind of half and half. So, as I say, I guess we'll just have to see when it's we actually see some sort of racing on it. It could be a great track. It's too early to tell. So Husky right behind Mike here, trying to take P1. ZX has dropped to 7 tenths back with Connor 6 tenths behind him. Nova's right on the back of Connor. Always has dropped back a little bit. Seth in 6th position from the restart. Not much happening in terms of positions. Mick made up a couple of positions there on the restart, up into 11th. You see Husky really close. We've got a caution, sector 2. That's the Mercedes of Heller. He's still going though. He's still going. So I think we're all good. No safety car. Husky running a little bit wide there, but he's carrying a bit of speed, and that's multiple warnings for Ice One quite early in the race. Belgium is a bit of an annoying track for that. As you see Connor in the background going through on ZX. Look at that, off the track. ZX has dropped back really quite far, struggling a little bit to get up to speed, and he's got Seth right behind him here. Seth's going to be he's in the slipstream. That's Heller out of the race, and we've got another safety car. Oh no, it's a full safety car. It looks like there it is. And so 5 laps, and we've had 2 full safety cars and a virtual safety car. I don't think we've had a full lap of racing yet. You see lots of people pitting in now. This is the time. So we'll see what tyres everyone's going to go out on now. It looks like Leg Schrader's stayed out on the softs. I'm not sure how smart of an idea that is. But we've not really had any racing laps, so maybe the softs are going to go, could go another 8 laps or so. Scarenzi looks pretty good on the hard tyres now. He's gained track position. He's on 3-lap-old hard tyres. Ice One stayed out. He's on the mediums. Mick stayed out, obviously, on those new hard tyres too. And then everyone else has pitted behind them. So it's going to be really interesting now to see. So we've got Mike, Connor, Nova, ZX and Teddy all on the hard tyres. I'm guessing they're going to try and see this race through. I think possibly the hard tyres, because we're going to get 2 laps of safety car. So it's going to be, what, we're going to be start of lap 8. I think this hard tyres would see the race out. I'm not sure that the mediums will quite last long enough. I do think this is a mistake by Leg Schrader, unless unless he thinks that there's going to be another another opportunity to stop for a safety car, which is obviously very, very possible. That's all I can imagine that he's doing here, is that he's banking on there being another safety car in a couple of laps. Yo, my main man, IRS. What's up? Oh, have you missed much? Yeah, it's been absolute chaos. So, where do I start? Scarenzi put it on pole. Connor was on row 3 of the grid in qualifying. As you can see, he's down in 7th position at the minute. There's been 2 full safety cars and a virtual safety car already this race. To say it's been packed full of incident is a massive understatement. It's been a crazy race so far. As I correctly predicted and I imagined that there would be another lap of safety car. And Ice One's coming into the pits now. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's been madness. It really has. It's been such a chaotic race. The short time, we haven't had a full lap of racing yet. So we're on lap 7. We've had about 1 lap under the virtual safety car, and it'll be 4 laps now we've had under the full safety car. Yeah, I mean, if this is carnage, Sunday's going to be absolutely mental. But the racing that we have had has been really good. You know, there's been some good close racing, and it's just not lasted long enough. We've not had, as I say, we've not had any DRS yet. We've not even come close because we've not had a full lap. I think because in Tier 2 it's definitely slightly slower than Tier 1. You're correct. But I think because of that, because the people in Tier 2 aren't quite as fast, they're a little bit more courteous. You know, they don't want to get in incidents as much. I think you have a lot more like little taps in Tier 2 where, yeah, you wheel to wheel, and it's not a big smash. You're just tapping each other as you're going round. But I think Tier 1, I think because Tier 1 is everybody's of that standard where, you know, they want to be fighting for wins because they are really quick. They probably push it, you know, to the absolute limit, and that's why you see safety cars. As we see a safety car coming in this lap, Leg Schrader's going to lead him off on old soft tyres here. He might get caught out. I don't know. I don't know what these softs are going to be like. Yeah, that's when. I think it's aggressive in Tier 2 down the straights. As I say, side to side, when it's wheel to wheel, I think you see a few taps. But, yeah, I think everybody tries to give each other enough space going through corners and stuff. Yeah, the boss man and the assistant to the regional manager both out early on. Surprisingly, the Mercedes didn't take each other out for a change. No, they were separate incidents. So here we go. Again, round bus stop. Let's see. Oh, that is a great start by Scarenzi. He's looking to get round the outside as we see ZX and Seth battling at the back. Well defended there from Leg Schrader, but he's going to be right for the picking here. Mickey here in third and Mike in fourth, right on it. Husky and Connor just behind. As you can see, Scarenzi's looking to go through. Is he going to make it? And we can see there Mike having a cheeky little look there. Look how close these cars are. Side by side there. Mick going through. Oh, and look at that, Mike just taking advantage as well that Scarenzi was kind of blocked off. And Husky's gone through on Scarenzi now. Connor's a little bit too far back to go through. Scarenzi really lost out there. He had a great restart, but he got boxed in. And he couldn't, he just got stuck where he was. And then car's going through. Husky's gone, looks like he's going to make it through there on Mick. I think he has. Yeah, he's just about kept it in front. Connor just hanging in there behind, just watching all the carnage. You see Husky and Mike again switching places. The Ferrari of Mick's run wide there. Scarenzi's gone through on Mick. Oh, a little touch there between Mick and Scarenzi, I believe. Not a bad one, just a little love tap. Now Mike's gone through on Husky. Connor's gone through on Scarenzi now. Connor back up into 5th position where he qualified. Who's going to brake later? Coming into the bus stop. Anyone going to risk it? Not yet. Leg Schrader holding Scarenzi and Connor here switching positions. Yeah, it's all happening. It's just carnage. I can't get a breath. I want to take a drink. Leg Schrader's missed out there. He's dropped down to 3rd position. He's got Mick right behind him as well. Husky's up into 1st. Mike into 2nd position. Those soft-tailed up really well on that first lap. But it looks like they've started to drop off. That could be a massive error of strategy from Leg Schrader. Mike now into P1. Leg Schrader's still there. He's still looking in. He's still trying to get through. Connor now a second behind Mick in 5th position. Got Nova right behind him. It's happening all over here. Connor now got back down to 3/10. 6/10 between Leg Schrader and Husky now. Husky, as you see, gone through. Oh, that Mike's... I think Mike might have suffered a bit of a connection issue there. Hopefully he's back. Caution, sector 2. It's a Haas, I believe. It's Mr. Death Teddy. He's still going, though. He's still going. I don't think we're going to see a safety car. Mike's gone through on Husky, so I think he's back. Scarenzi now down in 11th position. What's gone on there? He's got wing damage. He's got wing damage. That's oh no, he's gonna that pit strategy to go on the hards. It worked so well for him. Now he's got damage. He's going to have to pit in again. It's going to lose him so much time. Maybe just chuck the mediums on. See them through till the end of the race. Quickly going to try and get a drink. I can't catch a breath. As Nova goes through on Mick. And Mick goes back through on Nova. As you can see there, side by side. 3 wide. Nova's gone through on Mick. ZX up into 7th. Seth looking to have a go. In the in the Alpine. I told you the racing was good while it was happening, and it is happening. It's still. Let's get on board now with Husky. Is he going to get through on Mike now? He does have the slipstream, and yes, he's gone through, as expected. Look at that, the gap now between Husky and Mike to Connor. He's around a second. They could break DRS before the next lap. Well, that's going to make Connor's life a bit miserable. These two at the front. Let's quickly go down to Mick. As you can see, look at these guys here. They've been wheel-to-wheel racing. I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep this up for. Everyone's on fresh tyres. But I just think the concentration needed around here, it's going to be really difficult. Just go back to Mike, who's only 3.5 tenths, now 4.5 tenths, 5 tenths. He's had a bit of a slow exit out of that corner. Let's see if he can bring that back. DRS. Hopefully we don't get any safety car, and DRS will come into play. Leg Schrader. Oh, we've got yellow flags in sector 3. I believe that's Leg Schrader. Let's see if he's got any sort of damage. Can't really tell. Doesn't look like it. Back up to Mike as they go through a bus stop. Mick and ZX. Look at that. Look at ZX and Mick in the background there. Husky putting in the fastest lap of the race. Here we go. Round turn 1. Round the hairpin. Here comes Arouge and Radian. And then Camel Straight. And we've got a DNF from Leg Trader. I believe it's in the pits though, so we shouldn't have a full safety. We shouldn't have any sort of safety car. Look at that with the DRS. Such an easy pass to that straight down Camel there. Connor has managed to stay within DRS, by the way, which is good news for him. As we see the gaps about 6/10. So all the top 5 have currently got DRS on each other. Husky with the distinct advantage. That's 3 seconds for Seth. That's not a great 3 seconds for him there. 3 seconds for Husky as well. That could be a massive 3 seconds in terms of finishing positions. That should fill Mike with confidence if he's seen that coming up on his screen. But I wouldn't celebrate too early yet. We're halfway through the race. And Connor is still very much in this. He's just gone about his business and currently net P2. I think the top 3 are all on different compounds as well. No, nobody's on the softs now. So yeah, we've got hard, medium, hard is the tyre choice for the top 3. Nova's still there, by the way. He's on the back there in the AlphaTauri. He had a really good qualifying session too. Showed really good pace. So I imagine we're going to see Husky go through here with the DRS. There's not a lot Mike's going to be able to do. He's just got to, he's trying to get off the racing line and give as little of a slipstream as possible. But as you can see, there's not a lot to do. Scarenzi's put in the fastest lap of the race in 10th position. You're probably going to score points now if you finish. So there's the balance now between how hard you're going to race and scoring those points for your team. And yourself, of course. These front 3, nothing between them. And Novus, as I say front 3, I meant front 4. Nice to see 4 different teams, by the way, as well at the top. Like 5 if you include Seth, who's just dropped back a little bit, to be fair. But actually, the top 7 are 7 different teams. Connor's really, really close. Let's get on board with him here, just 2/10. Let's see if he's going to try and break late into the bus stop or not. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult for both Connor and Nova to pass, because either Mike or Husky's going to have DRS at all times. Might have been I was going to say might have been a steering wheel issue. Did you accidentally put the wrong setup on? It could be a number of things, I guess. My initial guess would be a steering wheel issue, maybe. Nova's very, very close. He's got the slipstream. Is he going to get through? I don't think he's had a look. He's not quite got through. Mike's gone through. Because Connor's just a slight touch there. Mike's gone through. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for P1. Oh, and he's out. He's spun. Oh, it's absolute carnage. Both Mike and Connor spun. Both still in the race. But what has happened there? I mean, Husky, Mike and Connor there, 3 wide. Very, very tight track to be going 3 wide. Husky and now Nova are a good 2.5 seconds in front. Unbelievable, Jeff. Yeah, Connor is not going to be happy with that at all. It was a clean pass. I'm guessing, because they are 3 wide, there's one touch and bang, bang, bang. Everybody's gone flying. Husky and Nova have actually come out of that really brilliantly. Whether, you know, through good fortune, probably. And yeah, Connor was really on it there. He's probably got damage as well. I mean, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see if he comes in. If he's got damage, and then that's going to be really unfortunate. It looks like he hasn't. He's gone through. He's not pitted. So, I mean, it's a big ask, isn't it, for him to get back from this position. But I don't think a podium's beyond him. He's still got 8 laps to do it. As we're looking at Nova now, as we know, down the Camel Straight, he's going to pass. It is an easy pass with DRS. Let's quickly go down. Ice one there. He's Connor up into 8th. Yeah, so he's got to get his foot down, obviously, and but also manage his tyres at the same time. And he might be a little bit trepidatious, or I think that's the word. Is that a real word? I guess someone could tell me. Yeah, just because he's going to have to pass Mike again. As you see, Mick's got 3 seconds. Nova's in a great position here, by the way. The next 4 people behind him all got 3-second penalties, which means he's actually got a 4-second advantage over Husky. He's also pulled out 1.2 now on Husky. He's out of the DRS. Yeah, we're going to stick with ZX and I know for a minute. These guys are the closest on track. Everybody's just spread out a little bit. I think the big incident there. Everyone's just been a little bit cautious for a while. Well, yeah, Connor's really, really close. So Mike has gone into the pits, it looks like. Nova's now 3 points. He's absolutely... I mean, I know Husky pitted, but he's flying. He's absolutely... you've got to fancy Nova as a favourite now. I mean, we'll see if Connor can catch. I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to. I don't think he's going to have enough laps to do it. Unless everyone else pits in and he doesn't, but... it's going to be difficult for him. As you can see, I know on the back of ZX who also had DRS there, so no position change, and not helping Connor either, with the guys having DRS in front. He's coming along, isn't it? Look at that, it's 3.7, 3.8 seconds. Put it past him, would you? Yeah, at least a podium. He's also got no penalties. Oh, look at this on the outside. I know. He's gone through. Lovely pass. Nice and clean. ZX gave him enough room there as well, which obviously you like to see, clean racing. We don't want any more safety cars this race if we can help it. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for the podium places, but as far as the win goes, it looks like Nova's going to be running away with it. As we see ZX coming into the pits now. Let's have a look at the tyres. So ZX was on 10 lap old hards there. Short. I don't think they would have fully fell off. He's gone on the softs. He's going to do what? 6 laps on the softs. Might be a good decision that, as we see Anu go through on Mick. Anu's got a good chance as well of picking up a really good podium here, because he's one of the few as well without any penalties. I think it's going to be key to who finishes where in this race. Let's go and have a quick look at Nova up front. You can see he's pulled out a 4.1 second gap to set in second position, and he's cruising at the minute. I mean, I'm sure he's delighted with that. He's just going to keep that pace. And I don't think that he's going to have to pit in. Unless everybody behind him pits in, and then he can afford to pit in. So I guess we'll find out. If it was me personally, I don't think I'd pit in. I don't see the point. Unless Honor starts really gaining on you. But he's gone into the pits. Okay, so that will put Connor up into 4th position. Yeah, just see him coming over the start-finish line. And look at the tyres again. He's gone on the softs. Ooh. I personally think Connor's just going to try and get these hards to last the rest of the race. He's going to lose too much if he comes in. So it's... Yeah. Husky's currently 8.7 seconds behind on those relatively new softs. So that's the gap we've got to look at. How much is he going to make up? That's actually Scurenzi goes through on it on him. At the end of the Camel Straight there. Scurenzi's on he's on older mediums, but that straight, it's just doesn't really matter what tyres you're on. You're going to get a huge advantage with DRS. We'll stick with Husky for a minute, and just see when the gap's coming down to Connor. Husky doesn't need to be stuck behind Scurenzi here with the soft tyres as well. That would not be to his advantage. He needs to try and clear him from DRS. Trying to get a sneaky look at the steering wheel here. Pretty good for ERS as well. So he could, if he saved up a good chunk of ERS as well, get down this straight and try and blast away this next lap. Quickly go up to Mick. This is for position. This is for second, by the way. I imagine he's going to get through quite easily. Look at that, easy pass. And you see that they pull out 4/10 on Connor just because of the DRS there. Connor only needs to make up, what, maybe a second and a half, and he's in second position. So Husky's got it down to 7.7. We've got about 4.5 laps to go. I don't think he's gonna have long enough to make the time back. The correct call was to stay out. Nova is 4.6 seconds clear in first position, so you would imagine that he's going to be sector 2. It's Mike. That's another 3 seconds for Ice One. Oh, Mike's still going, so no safety or virtual safety car. I mean, that would really spice things up right now, wouldn't it? As an August through on ZX, those two having a right good battle. Let's see. Let's go down to ZX. He's going to try and brake late. The gap's 6.3 now. I'm not sure. Maybe. No risk there from ZX. 6.1. Do you think he could do it? Not necessarily. I mean, but Connor's 4 behind. It's basically 10 seconds because he's got that 3-second gap. I don't think. Whoa, a bit of weaving on the straight there from Anwar Hassan. Yeah, if you're going to be very stringent, that's a bit naughty. I know it's not close. You know, they're not in a position where you know, where he's going to take someone out doing that, but you shouldn't be doing that. That's it's a little bit naughty, as I say. A little bit wide from Husky. Yeah, the gap's definitely coming down to Connor. The newer tyres are definitely working. Ooh, I say they're working. That's a huge snap. I know it's now in the DRS range of Husky. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Only he knows what his tyres were like. But if you look at Connor and Nova, their tyres have gone a lot longer, and so I'm not sure that pitting in was the right thing to do. We'll stick with Honoria so we get the best view of through Rouge and Radion. There's 3 seconds for Mike for multiple warnings. I think he had wind damage as well. 46 seconds behind now. He might have even left the session. Not sure. So anyway, look at these down. Seth's dropped quite far back now behind Mick. Connor would be in front of Seth as it stands. As you see Husky going through. Scarenzi using all his ERS to defend. Not quite enough. Odor has not really got any ERS either. But look at Husky. You can't quite see how much he's got on his steering wheel, unfortunately. But you can see that all three of these are really close, and this is going to be a massive battle for position. Husky, obviously, at the minute is losing out because of his penalties, but you can have a big say on the two guys behind and what happens. Would you imagine that Scarenzi's medium tyres are a bit cooked right now? Maybe. Just watching these three. We'll stay with these three unless it closes up in somewhere else. As you can see, ZX is just he's just sneaking along there. Back on board with Anor in 7th. He's got a disadvantage here just because he's 3rd in the DRS train. All the advantages with Scarenzi down the straight at the minute. You see he's going for the pass. Oh, hello. He's right down, straight down the middle there. Past 1, past 2, up into 5th position. Is he going to hold it? It's tight. He has managed it. He's gone through both of them. What a manoeuvre from the Red Bull. From Anwar Hassan there, from 7th to 5th. What an overtake. That is an incredible overtake. Down the middle. And he had to be sure that gap wasn't going to close, and he got there. Mike putting in the fastest lap of the race for that extra point. Wow, that was an incredible overtake there from the Red Bull. As let's get to 4th position to Connor, who is he's not quite in DRS. He's not quite there. If he can get within DRS range, what is he now? He's 3.6. He needs about half a second. Yeah, he might get. Yeah, definitely might get P2 here. He needs about half a second to get 2nd place. He's got 1 lap to do it. I must say that overtake from Anor might get overtake of not just the month but the season. That was a phenomenal overtake. Seth has got he has got IRS left. He's going to use that battery to defend. He's got to use it now. Let's see how close Connor can get. I don't think those tyres are. I don't think they're strong enough. I think the tyres have gone for him. .2. He's almost. He's just outside. As it stands, he's going to get third on a podium. He's just outside of second position. Now he's just inside. He's going to try and make the pass. Slight lift off. Doesn't want to overly commit. Now he's just outside of second again. Ever changing. Oh, and a big snap of Ostie. That's probably cost him second position. He's going to get third, which, to be fair, after the crash, to come back and get a podium, really good. He might still. I mean, he's looking. And it's another touch. Oh, that was quite a hard touch. He's gone through. He's not going to get 3 seconds though, and that's a great win for Nova, by the way. Let's get on to him celebrating. He deserves it. He's been so far in front that we've not really looked at him that much. Yeah, that's a phenomenal race from Nova. He, very clean and a great. When everything was happening in front of him and around him, kept his head, and a great win. Mick taking second just by a 10th from Connor, and ended up in 4th position there because of the penalties as well. Scarenzi was 5th after that pole position, a little bit disappointing, although he did get very unlucky. He made probably the right call on the strategy, going pitting in on the first safety car to the hard tyres, but and then because there was a safety car immediately after that, it just negated his pit stop. Seth picking up 6th position, Husky in 7th, ZX 8th, Ice One getting a nice 9th position for him there, and bringing up the pack in 10th position, but with also the fast lap for an extra point there was Mike. Mick with driver of the day, an excellent 2nd position from him, as we I have to say that, of course, all standings are provisional, pending steward enquiries. But what a debut from the Ferrari, by the way. 2nd position. Great debut. Connor managing to get on that podium. Big points for him there. Could have gone a lot worse with his little default face on his character. But the plaudits go to the man there that's drinking his champagne. That's Nova. What a great race from him. A fully deserved 25 points. I think regardless of the incident between Mike and Connor and Husky as well, although Husky didn't really he kind of got away with it. I think Nova would have been up there anyway. P2, yeah, P2 from Mick there. That was great race, mate. From 10th to 2nd. What a debut! What a Tuesday debut! I bet you enjoyed that one. Very close at the end. Connor almost on the in sector 3. I think he probably could have got you, but he had a touch at the end. They went side by side and had quite a hard touch, and ended up almost spinning, but just kept it under control for 3rd position. 80%, yeah. Pretty dead. You 1 or 2 more laps, you were getting a puncture. Excuse me. So Yeah, Scarenzi saying what we all thought about the second safety car restart there. Oh, he got damaged as well. He had to come in. Let's have a look. What's anything else in the chat? Yeah. Connor said a W recovery, which is true, but yeah, quite a dirty rate. I don't know, isn't it dirty? But incident filled. I don't want to commit to saying whether it was, dirty or not. I guess we'll see with Stewart's decisions. But absolute 100% congratulations to Nova on his debut win, or his first ever win in Tier 1. And also many congratulations on his Tuesday debut to Mick getting P2 there in the Ferrari. And what a great race that was. That's absolutely tired me out. That was from start to finish, incident after incident, and that's what you want. I mean, maybe you want a few more people finishing, but yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous amount of great incident races. Just all the way through. It was non-stop. It was amazing. Yeah, from P10 as well to P2. I mean, it's one thing. Okay, so it's one thing qualifying P2, staying P2. But you've gone from P10 there, and you've worked your way up. You've just gone about your own. You've done your own thing, and pulled out P2. I'm sure you'll be putting your name down for next Tuesday. Let's have a look at the calendar then and see what's next. Oh, my favourite track on the whole game next week. We're going to Hungary. One of the most technical circuits. Been called a few times Monaco without the walls. Hungary, and of course, it was last season host to the most famous incident of the season between Connor and Benny on the last lap, which allowed, I believe, the Donster to get through and pick up a win, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Hungary next week. And as per usual, as a sign off, I would like to thank Hella High for the opportunity to commentate as always. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure speaking to you all, and I hope you've enjoyed the commentary as much as I've enjoyed commentating on the race. And I hope you all have an amazing week, a great weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday for Hungary. And good night.